Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to today's Terra Luna video update for 24 May. And yesterday I talked about the resistance that we're facing, and it seems like this resistance is proving to be a little bit heavy for Terra Luna, and it's time to actually talk about this. Okay, so here we are, and I talked about how 0.382 is acting as a big resistance. If you notice, we did have a wick 2 days ago or 3 days ago, and then you still closed below the 0.382. Yesterday, once again, you had a wick and you still came down to the 0.382. Right now, you're really holding the 0.236. But what is going to happen next? That's what this update is going to be all about. There are some few things to talk regarding this update and the candlesticks that are printing. All right, number one, the fractal that you see here, this fractal right over there, is almost a mini fractal right over here. And what happened here is that you had a downtrend, and there's a good possibility that from here you actually go to the downside. Something very, very similar to what I see here could be something similar to what can happen right over here. Just a mini version of this bigger one, okay? The second thing that you might drop from here is that you're putting something known as Bearish Harami candlestick. And all this are just on the trading course. If you want to learn, the link is in the description, and join our Discord. This is the link for the Discord. It's absolutely free. Just tap it, you're going to be in. And yep, so here we are. Let's talk about, I'm just going to do this for you, Google for you. If you want to learn in details, do check this 18 hours course. And here I'm going to write Bearish Harami candlestick pattern. And right now this is how the bearish Harami just looks like, something like this. Okay, so we don't have any gap, so this is crypto bearish Harami where there's no gap. For the stocks, you're ideally gonna have gaps, okay, but in crypto you don't really have gaps that much. So you have the green candle, and next to it you're gonna have a red candle. So if I do zoom in right here on this pattern right over there, what do you see? The green candle and the red candle right over here. So this qualifies to be a bearish Harami candlestick, and from here you might see the prices basically starts to push a little bit to the downside. Now I did notice one more thing though, and that's actually important to point out, something that probably I didn't talk about in yesterday's video, and that's gonna be that, you know, this is still nonetheless bullish. Yes, you have a bearish pattern, but still bullish on overall bullish, and I'm going to tell you why. There are some few things to discuss, and number one, I just want to make this as simple as possible. You do have a bearish Harami candlestick. Now that's a threat. That's a threat for this one to actually start to go down and invalidate the bullish structure. So what is the bullish structure, by the way? That's the bullish ladder bottom. Okay, so let's do this. Bullish ladder bottom. This is an image that I'm going to show you. Here we are. Okay, so when you have three red candles back to back, an inverted hammer, and a green candle, that's known as a bullish ladder bottom. So what did you do? Three red candle back to back, but this was not an inverted hammer. That's where the issue really is. This is like spinning top. Okay, inverted hammer, they look like this. Okay, like this. Spinning tops, they look almost like a something like this. Okay, so that's a difference. Spinning top and inverted hammer. I don't know if there's any example of inverted hammer right now over here, but I'm not gonna waste time for that one to see if there's one. Let's see if there's actually one over here. No, that's too much to dive deep into. Anyway, so if you do come to take out this lowest part of it, and I told you this is where stop loss should be placed, and that's gonna be at the 100345. You start to take this level, then hasta la vista, baby. You're gonna see this thing actually moving way more down, and all the hopes out there are gonna get killed. Okay, now the second some few more things to point out is Bitcoin. Watch the Bitcoin update today. The update is in the channel, and do watch the update regularly. If this Bitcoin is making a very symmetrical triangle, I've talked about this in detail, I'm not going to go through it, but you're going down like this and you're moving sideways, there's a good chance that this is making a continuation pattern known as a bearish continuation pattern or a bear pennant, and this actually takes you way more down to $20,000. If Luna actually does follow Bitcoin in this regard, and Bitcoin starts to dump to the downside, then Luna basically might be doing the same thing on a daily time frame. Who knows? You could be putting a pennant right over here. You might be putting in a huge pennant right like this, and then boom, you continue to the downside. And if you don't know what a bear pennant really is, now this is not confirmed, but it's just a opinion. So if I talk about the bear pennant or bearish symmetrical triangle, then this will be really bad, guys, for Luna to go to the upside. This is something that I can show you. Okay, so the prices are going down, they get trapped in a symmetrical triangle, and then boom, move to the downside, something like that. You move to the downside, a downtrend happened, put in a big symmetrical triangle, break out of it, and you could actually see this thing going way more to the downside. So it is what it is, but still the stop loss should be down here somewhere. And but I'm not gonna sell it. I don't think it's, I mean, I just invested a very small amount of it into Luna, like $10-20. I don't know, maybe if it ever goes back to a dollar, who knows? It's a free money, you know. So I don't really care if it does go to zero or anything. I mean, I can take the bidding right over there. The problem is if you invested high, maybe at $100 or something. I don't know if the burn is actually gonna happen. If the burn is going to actually save the day. Can it save the day? Maybe. Can it not save the day? Probably. Anything goes, right? So it is what it is, and that's it for today's update. Do join our Discord once again, and check the course if you're interested in learning more in details about trading. And I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.